using ChatGPT. I started in talking about this as using it as just a business card scanner. This is kind of playing off of what I taught and shared last jam session of taking a picture and letting it interpret it and transcribe the information, whether or not it was from Excel or whatever. And I said, what are other applications we can use? And the amount of business cards we have at a trade show, it is not fun to come back from a trade show and manually input 50 to 60 business cards. Sometimes there can be errors, there can be mistakes. And so I said, I wonder if we can use ChatGPT to not only put in a business card, but to take it to the next level and make it an advanced smart business scanner. So all you're going to need, the goal is here to use the screen capture versus typing or copying and pasting to quickly import business cards and gather intel. All you're going to need is your paid ChatGPT account and a snapshot of your business card. So basically just pick it up, take a picture of it, and put that in a folder that you're going to be able to upload to ChatGPT. What you're not going to need, I did a quick search on this, and there are card scanners out there that range from $69 from the old card scans up to $399. And so this is something you will not need and probably avoid that expenditure. If you already have one, that's good, but it is not going to give you the intelligence back. It's just going to give you the data. So two possible uses for this that I was thinking about: post-trade show data entry. Obviously, that's one way we want to use it and we'll use it. But also business retention and data gathering. I've been working with a lot of communities and they've said, hey, we really want to up our game on our business retention. The first question I asked, do you have a file of all your local businesses? And they're like, no. And so I recommend hiring like a college student, get a basket of cookies and just send them out on a mission. Go to every business, thank them for doing the business with a little card from your director, and get their business card and bring all those business cards back to your office and quickly start gathering good intel on your local businesses that you can send out newsletters and announcements, press releases, and those, and really show the growth in your community. So the time problem, and I thought of this as your board. They come back, said, hey, you just went to a trade show, put an investment of time and energy in our resources. Give me a report. And so you have to prepare a report for your board from people you met at the trade show and report if they're good prospects. And those are two pretty much different things. Meeting somebody and finding out if they're a good prospect or two. So we're going to use ChatGPT to find out both for you. How this will enhance your day before AI, you have to retype the information manually. I'm going to say conservatively. I think my staff would say it's more than 2 hours of inputting data, maybe on the verge of 4 to 6 hours. But after AI, screenshot your cards, 3 to 5 minutes. So it means more time for preparing for other information and less time worrying about it. I'm going to say this is a advanced engineered prompt, but you set the scene. So you're an expert trade show lead intelligence analyst, CRM data specialist, and economic development researcher. I'm going to upload one or more photographs of business cards collected at a trade show. You could change that. If it's business retention, you could say, from my local businesses. What to execute. So your job is to extract all visible contact information, clean and standardize the data, research the company, identify expansion, relocation, investment, manufacturing, distribution, warehouse, data center, headquarters, office, or facility growth signals, and produce a CRM-ready output in CSV format. That's where I originally stopped. And then I said, why am I going to stop there? We're using intelligence and ChatGPT to do the work for us. So I grew the prompt to set the scene. So step one, business card extraction. So basically just a prompt. I'm not going to read it all, but it's for each business card, gather all of the necessary information. And I took it to the next level. If you see a website, if you see a LinkedIn URL, if you know if there are any handwritten notes on the card, transcribe those also so we don't forget about them. And if the information is not visible, leave it blank. Step two, company research. After it inputs and interprets that data, visit the company's website and research products, services, industry served, all of the things that will tell about the company, and create a concise 75-word company description. Step three, I wanted to apply some expansion intelligence. I wanted to, now that it knows about the company, go out onto the internet and talk about facility, find out if there's press releases or any kind of type of information on facility expansions, new manufacturing plants, distribution centers, all of these key words that'll go out and look for on the internet to say, hey, they might have a possible expansion or relocation. Step four, lead scoring. I don't want to think about it. I want you to come back and I want you to assign a score. 100 if it's an active project, all the way down to 10, which is no evidence, and all the ones in between, so I can quickly scan and report my priorities and prioritize these projects that I want to follow up. Also assign a category called expansion confidence, high, medium, or low, or none. So that's a quick look, and then you can look at the score. Step five, want to output the format. Produce a CSV ready table with these columns, and those are basically the columns I just had it go out and research. Step six, now I want you to tell me what would you recommend for the type of follow-up? Is it an economic development prospect? Is it a supplier prospect? What type of company it is, so I can start planning my effort. So instead of spending all the time researching, I'm going to be spending my time on how to follow up with these projects. In step seven, the final one, executive summary. After the CSV table, provide an executive report, basically, of the top 10 expansion targets, rank the leads from strongest to weakest opportunity, and include all of this information so that you can take that report and hand it over to your board for review. So these are the cards. These are actual cards from the Select USA. And for those of you that know me, I like to give ChatGPT the ultimate tests. So as you notice, there's some writing on some of these cards. There's some numbers. And these two cards I want to point out to you because I pulled them out. One is an economic developer. So if ChatGPT tells me it's got an expansion or relocation plan, I know it's hallucinating. The other, this is a gentleman we met in line and actually was the executive from Samsung, and we discussed his energy project. And the reason I pulled this one out, there is some Korean writing on here. So let's test GPT if it'll decipher that and understand it whenever it translates it. All right, so let's see it in action. So this, because of the in-depth, basically here's the prompt. You can get that from the jam session online. I uploaded the cards by hitting the plus and just uploading them all at once. And then I hit go. And this basically, it took 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So instead of you guys waiting that long for this, I did it. It produced this I'm going to close this down. This is the report that it came back with for basically a CSV format, so you could import that into your database. But the two cards, which I found interesting, one, this was the economic development group, so I quickly went down here to say what expansion signal said: economic development organization actively pursuing business attraction, business retention, workforce, and housing development, but not a corporate expansion target itself. So it knew that's not a target that I want to go after. And the other card even though because he was pretty high powered, he had very limited information on his card. Just basically, it's a way to get connected with him. No phone numbers or things like that. But it came back and it's down here said, card image 5, Korean text indicates energy business development team. So that's what the translation was on the card. So basically, it came back, it evaluated that entire data and gave these scores and came back with a top 10 summary of which ones were your best prospects. It gave a reason, came back and deciphered a reason why they should be a prospect. It gave an expansion score and then the recommendation for follow-up. And so what I kind of chuckled at on the economic development person, it said professional services prospect. Best follow-up is partnership, elite cities, trade show collaboration, or project placement support rather than facility recruitment. So it told me my team needs to follow up and say, hey, Dodge City, would you like to be an elite city in terms of not a project that Ashley would be working. So that in itself just it blew me away. I was kind of going, if you really think about how to not just apply to do practical, but to do research and intel, you can have it do it all at once. Basically, thing that I always promote, what you just accomplished in less than 10 minutes, less work, more impact. I'd rather see you guys out there shaking the hands, calling those companies versus doing all of that research and information. And as a reminder, these are the type of GPT agents we're building into the Econ Squad. So you don't have to cut and paste, you just click it and it'll go to action as your employee. So enjoy, guys. I hope that's helpful. I hope that's something you can use and share with me. Send me an email and say, hey, I applied it this way this week, and we'll share different ways, best practices that you used it on your day-to-day basis.